I came to him and had a conversation. So you were the guy in the room when I wrote Faithfully? Yeah. So when I wrote Open Arms, it was you? Yeah. And I went, oh man, how did I miss that? My story begins with my father. When I was very young, I would go to church with him and watch him pray, and he would pray so fervently and the tears would come down his cheeks, and I wanted that so badly, and I said, can I go with you to Jesus? And he said, you have to get your own walk with Jesus. Get your own relationship, John. We went to Arkansas, and I had a near-death experience when I stepped in a big hole in the lake and went down, and I was drowning. And a man had seen me apparently, and I felt a hand pull me out of the water, give me mouth to mouth, bring me back on the pier. And I said to my parents, I nearly died, and it was only because of God I'm here. It was also a wake-up call. Like God was preparing me to face life, like this is not going to be easy. My dad led me to a Catholic school. There was a terrible fire that broke out in 1958. December 1st, I was in third grade. And I watched 92 children die right next to the house of God and 3 nuns. And I felt just so lost. I was grateful to be saved, but I wondered what happened that day, and it was a big question. Did Jesus abandon us that day? What happened? My father saw it right away and led me straight to music. He said, son, you were saved for something greater, and that must be music. He got me straight to music school. And music seemed to be a redemption for me. I was able to set myself free. My writing got me into the band called The Babies. I wrote a lot of that music on the Union Jacks record with John Waite. They were impressed with the songs and the fact that I played guitar and sang. They were all about it. But my father, he always said, every time I had something great happen, he goes, there's just a stepping stone to something greater, John. Like, what do you mean, Dad? Just a stepping stone. My dad wasn't impressed. He goes, this isn't it. There's something else coming. Of course, Journey came. But if I back up and mention the fact my father was the one that gave me the advice, don't stop believing. My dog got hit by a car. It was tragic. And I needed money to pay for the vet bill, and I had to call him, and I hated asking him for money. But I said, Dad, I just wondered, should I give up on this music dream and come home to Chicago and forget about it? And there was a silence for a minute, and then he said, John, this is your vision. No, you're not coming home. Stay the course. Don't stop believing. And I wrote it down in this little lyric book that I had when I was writing lyrics. And it wasn't until 5 years later, Steve Perry looked at me and said, you got another song? And I said, well, let me look in my book. And sure enough, there's what Dad had said. I wrote a melody to have a city boy and a small town girl on a midnight train going anywhere. I came in the next day, and it was history. I believe it's what got us in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 100%. Thank you, Dad. Years later, when my father passed, I was devastated. I didn't think I would be able to carry on. I always wrote for him, I thought. I said, everything I did, every note I play, I can trace back to my father. And then God, his voice came to me. I sat, as I was weeping on the piano, said, no, John, it's been me. It's me, John. It's always been me, through him. But I am the source. I am where it comes from, John. You've pleased me. And I went, oh man, how did I miss that, So you were the guy in the room when I wrote Faithfully. Yeah, I'm forever yours, Lord, faithfully. Oh God, you stand by me, I'm forever yours faithfully. So when I wrote Open Arms, it was you. Yeah, Lord, I come to you with open arms. Nothing to hide, believe what I say. Here I am with open arms, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms. All those songs, Lord, Yes, it opened my eyes to like the transcendence of a father reaching down to his son. Through his natural father, there is this heavenly Father, this voice that came to me, and now I know where it all comes from. I never thought I'd get back in church and sing, but the music started pouring out of me. Now I understand that my worship music is my way of being grateful and staying his son. I think that we all need to know that it's not too late and we're all worthy, and he's a good God. My name is Jonathan Cain, and I am second.